Yo, what's good, everybody? It's your boy Jay Will,
This is Miss T.
I'm Marcus Aaron.
and this is Second Service.
What's good, my people?
Hi, family.
You're
Hi, family. I missed you guys
going
so
on?
much.
Word. I miss you too. What's going on?
It's been a minute.
It's been a long time.
We should
Been
have
a
lived.
couple minutes.
Couple.
Been a triple.
But we're back.
A
We're
triple
back
minutes.
like the Hess truck.
Yeah. Oh, do they still sell those?
I think so. Every Christmas, I feel like there's a commercial.
I haven't
There ain't
seen
no
a commercial
more, right?
for a minute, actually.
I hear them every Christmas.
Has gone to Speedway now.
What channel you be watching? Lifetime?
Yeah, probably. No.
Probably.
This
That's right.
slander, like, no.
Where would you see the Hess truck at though? It has to be
Facts.
like.
On like ABC, NBC, like regular, like
Their
the
money, their money is not that long anymore.
Mm-mm. Not
ABC
for.
commercial? Nah, I doubt it.
Okay, maybe it was like Freeform.
Don't know what that is.
Yeah. Well,
How are y'all? Let's do a check-in. Let's starting with the dad to be. How are you?
I'm good. I'm ready to be a dad.
Let's go. Let's make it happen, right? You got the bag packed and all that
You are ready.
by the
Good.
door.
Yeah, I'm setting up the room, crib,
Mm-hmm.
stroller, all of that stuff like that. Probably in the next week or so. Not or so, in the next week.
Okay.
Yeah, the babies should be here real soon.
Mm-hmm.
I'm excited.
This
I
is
do-
exciting.
I do want to talk about like how everybody just get your sleep now, get your sleep now. I mean, like I would say 99% of the conversations I've had, and I'm not saying that that's untrue. I feel like there got to be a little bit more in the beginning than
No.
get some sleep. No,
Nah. Mm-mm.
okay.
Marcus is speaking from
Yeah, because you know some we talk
Only
about
one,
stuff
only
like-
one person was like, he was fine because I mean he was saying that his sleep
That's
patterns
true.
were already off.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean it's not it's a very interesting dynamic to like because even after that, I don't think you ever really sleep the same again.
Mm.
I think you just kind of you just messed up.
You just adapt to no sleep.
Yeah, just to no sleep.
I
Mhm.
don't know. I feel like I'd be staying up, and so I don't know. It's a different thing. We'll see. We'll you can ask me in a few months or whatever how my sleep has been.
affected or changed rather.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Marky Mark, how are you?
Yo, I'm a little tired, guys. I think that's it. I think that's where I am right now. It's just a lot of projects, a lot of things going, and I'm just tired.
How's
How about
music?
you, Tara? Oh, music is going pretty good. We've been getting some great things together. A lot of placements in the works and songs
Will I
being mixed and
finally make
mastered.
the cut this album? Because I was left off of the last one.
Yeah, I'm
not-
sorry. You know what? It's just once we get the mixing and mastering, it's kind of hard to like
I'm-
make any additions.
Right,
So
I'm not on this one, so we both not on this one. So it's
That's
cool.
crazy. You're not on this one? J
Nah.
Will's not even on like in the production credits, like nothing.
Nah.
Not this one around.
We didn't work this time. No,
We didn't work this time.
no beef.
Is
We
it,
just
you have
didn't
something
work.
against Second Service right now, Marcus? Or it's
No,
just-
not at all. Not at all. It was just a quick turnaround. Well,
Okay.
well, here we go. It was supposed to be a quick. So this album, right? Was if we may be honest, since we're going to talk about it for just a little bit, right? This album was supposed to be released directly after Holy Smoke, which was 2 years ago. So most of these songs,
Wow. 2 years.
yeah. So it's been 2 years since Holy Smoke. Most of these songs were supposed to come out the top towards the middle of 2020.
Okay.
So in my mind, it was kind of like a continuation, but more like a B-side type of thing. So that was the idea in like differences of producers and stuff, just to kind of give like a different flair for this one.
Okay.
But it actually turned into a 2-year journey, which has we haven't docked yet. I mean, we haven't what's the word I'm looking for? We haven't reached our destination yet. We're still on the journey. It was a 3-hour tour, but we still on Gilligan's Island. But we gonna get off, and we gonna get these songs out there.
It's gonna be all right.
We're gonna be all right. It's looking a lot better. It's looking a lot better right now. At the moment. Shed some dead weight, and God be praised.
And we bless him.
Don't we?
Okay. Well, good.
How about you
Um,
now?
I'm well, just, behaving, staying out of trouble.
I'm about to say, when don't you behave and stay out of trouble?
So yeah, let's talk about unbehavioral.
Mhm.
It's the hands behind the head for me.
Mhm.
Let's explore that.
Let's explore that.
What does that consist of?
Just
We don't know.
I am trying to refrain from engaging in clapback season, all that good
Oh,
stuff.
okay.
Y'all know me. Y'all know I'm not the one, the two, nor the three. So, I'm just working on making sure that, I just over there, no, I will not engage, because if I go there, you won't be able to reel me back in. So other than that, other than that.
So a little less drama, because I believe that about you, that you don't like nobody, and so it's a little less
That's
not
not
liking.
true. That's
It's a
not
little
true.
less
It's
not liking
not
people.
true. It's not true. I just have great discernment, and I know
Oh, that's the
that
word.
What
a
you
lot
said,
of
Mark? You
She don't like
people?
nobody. She don't like nobody.
Oh.
She don't like nobody.
I think she just likes less people than the normal.
The average.
The average.
Yes,
She likes less people.
less than the average. I'm not going to test. I will have to agree with Jay Will on that one.
Yep.
not true, but whatever. So I'm glad that you guys are both well. All that good stuff. Marcus, you know how
I mean,
we
he
start.
said he was tired.
Yes.
But he did say music. He said music was
He didn't
well.
say
So
he was well.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
I'm
He
tired.
said he was.
So I
He
stand
said he was
corrected.
tired,
Jay
and I wanted
Will,
to unpack the
his
tiredness.
tiredness.
What's up, man?
He's a dad. What you're about to be.
Yeah, talk
That's why
about
you
it, right?
tired.
Well, a combination of things. Yes, it does
Combination.
have to do with a lot. Well, King just started basketball now, so
Okay.
he's in
Young
he's in
Mello.
Young Mello out here killing Sundays, and we practice during the week, and then there's some more tournaments that's about to start as well too. 2 days out the week, I'm in the studio every other day, most nights till 1 a.m. And then I get up to be to work at 5 a.m. You do the math. So from if I'm getting home like 1 a.m. to get up at 5 a.m. That's usually the only time I get to myself. So I do a little workout, ride the bike or whatever. Then I head out to the school, leave the school, go back, and in between, I'm doing whatever I can to do what I have to do, because I'm also married as well too. So it can't just be about work and King. It has to be about Melissa, my beautiful wife, and I got friends and brothers. We spend a lot of time together. We're working on some business ventures that we will talk about real soon, and that's even a lot going on with that as well. I have to be over there, and I got to be everywhere, and it's it's a lot. It's a lot. It definitely is. But you either do a lot and get a lot, or you do a little and get a little. So I mean, it's up to you. So I don't know. So I'd rather be tired than really restful and nothing going on. So yeah.
Sounds all right.
Go.
But yes, I am tired.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, Sid, are you too tired to pray us in? You can't.
I always
be.
could pray. I always could pray. That's never. God, we thank you. And we thank you for your strength, because you said, when we are weak, you will make us strong. So I know there's some strength on the way, because Lord, I'm weak right now, God. I'm going to have to hold you to your word. Help us, God. Amen. That's a tired prayer, but I thought it was a good one.
It was. There was a lot of energy in the beginning.
Yeah. That's usually how the day starts. Energy at the beginning.
Thank you. Prayer warrior. Still a prayer warrior. Tired and all.
Still
a prayer warrior.
Miss T, what's going on in the world?
A lot of things are going on in the world, Jay Will. But first things first, to the Honorable Joseph Biden. Gas prices getting high as hell. We need to talk about it. We need to
B Money, I don't know what's going on, man.
What'd you call it?
I call him B Money. B Money ain't doing too well for us right now, bro.
So let me first share. So shout out to my best friend Sable. So we were out probably 2 weeks ago, and she's like, "Oh my God, girl, we gotta hurry up and go get gas. There's a gas shortage." So I was like, "For real?" Because I hadn't been paying attention to the news that day. Was in my own world working on something, and I was like, "All right, cool. Well, I'll go fill up my tank tonight." So we are literally like on this chase to like get to the gas stations and fill up.
Mm-hmm.
The next day, nothing. Like I was like waiting for it because she was like, "Yeah, I think something's supposed to hit the fan at like 12 midnight."
Yeah.
So we like, what? Long story short, wrong state. It was North Carolina.
I was about to say that.
She saw the new and then just
Mhm.
she saw the end rather and just went running with it.
Oh,
However, that weekend, gas prices had shot up to like $3.05 a gallon. I was like, "Whoa,
Mm.
how did we get here?" Because I
People were
remember
stealing
during the
gas.
pandemic when we were at like 229, 230.
Mhm.
And I started, side eyeing y'all a little bit at like the 275. Like, okay, wait, but the 305 is when I drew the line. Like,
Mhm.
what is that? So
I never pay attention to gas prices, honestly.
well, when you are as rich as the creator of Church of Left, you don't have to.
I
Hey,
You
never
don't really,
like.
you don't have to. You don't have to. Well, you know what? I don't got J Will money either, but I never really pay attention to gas prices
I
either.
never noticed it. Like, and I
never
go,
noticed
I'm
it.
not gonna go to like, oh, let me go down here because it's 6 cents less, and like
I don't do
No,
that.
that I don't do. Like Sunoco is gonna get my money regardless. But yeah,
I don't have
It's
time, and I never
Sunoco?
really pay attention to it.
I
Yeah.
thought it was Sunoco.
It's an O in there somewhere.
Sunoco. It might be
Yeah,
Sunoco.
Sunoco. It is. It's a
That sound
it's
like,
the O right after the N.
Isn't that a restaurant?
Sunoco.
What's it called?
Soko.
Oh, Soko. They got good chicken and waffles.
Yeah,
They got
do.
good macaroni and cheese too.
Don't we all love macaroni and cheese?
Nope.
He said no.
But
Okay.
yeah, I mean, I get BP. That's my gas station.
Fancy.
I don't like BP.
You don't like BP?
Nah, because they had that oil spill, man. They killed all them seals, man.
Mm.
I ain't messing with BP. You got water in your gas. You got seal remains and water in your gas.
Do you put regular gas in your joint?
Absolutely put regular gas in my new truck.
Gotcha.
It recommended it. It is a work truck, and it's recommended.
Ain't no premium around here, dog.
Oh no!
No premium
I
right
think
here.
I think that's why I don't pay attention to it, because my gas prices were always higher.
Right.
I put premium.
Oh, good luck with that. I used to, and I ain't really care either at that moment. But right now, with regular, it's still $60 to fill up my tank. So I ain't really looking, because it's going to be 50, 60. It's going to be around that 70 type mark anyway.
Regardless.
So yeah, regardless,
Gotcha.
yeah, $70 to fill up the tank. Right now, it's probably 80 with the prices. Yeah.
Y'all don't want to hear what my car is to fill up because y'all both gonna be like, "Ooh, girl, go sit down."
Well, it's like $28, $28.
That's
Yeah, that's 28. That's the number, 28. That's what it is.
Like 25.
Oh, too high. Wow.
If I had one wish.
Whatever. It's graduation season. Shout out to the class of 2021.
Yeah.
Shout out to the Zoomers, man.
The Zoom
Zoomers,
graduation.
and they doing it.
They are. You came out. You did it. Special shout out to my brother. He graduated from Baruch today.
Woo!
Had that degree in finance.
Uh-oh,
Stock
money,
is
money,
up.
money.
Okay, the stock is
So
rising.
he's not having a graduation, or it's another date or whatever.
So they were virtual. The ceremony was virtual. So
Even that is crazy.
yeah, it's like, oh, that's us. But we are gonna have a party. We're gonna have a party.
Okay.
Party.
He deserves it.
He does.
Yeah, he stuck with it. Anybody else would have
yeah.
gave up. Many didn't.
Oh, come on now.
But he did.
But speaking of schools, shout out to Georgia Senators John Ossoff and Raphael Warnock. They have secured more than $84 million for Georgia HBCUs. Shout out to them. That's what I'm talking about. Come in to your office and just get the job done. So the funds were obtained through the American Rescue Plan, and they're designated to help students and families who have been especially facing financial hurdles due to the pandemic.
I need to be a student and a family. Give me some of that 84 mil, baby. Yeah.
Ossoff and Warnock worked with Senator Majority Leader Chuck Schumer to provide the federal COVID-19 relief funds for HBCUs in the form of direct grants. So shout out to them. $84 million for HBCUs in Georgia, which I feel like that's a good amount of money, I think, because how many HBCUs are in Georgia? Maybe I'm thinking
probably the most.
Probably.
Well, yes.
I hope they was that a house phone? I
They
hope
did.
they. I hope they. Will you pick it up and tell them you'll be at bingo a little later, please?
Bingo! I
Yeah, tell
hate
them
you
you're coming to bingo. You're not going to be late.
so
Don't
much.
worry. The podcast going to be over soon.
I hate you so much. I hate you
They're
so
going to give
much.
all that money to them schools. I bet you them kids still going to have college loans. I hope they're giving them to like directly to the students and not to these facilities to build nicer gyms, to pimp more athletes and,
Point.
charge kids more money because the seats look better now. So I hope so. I just hope so.
Good point.
I don't know if y'all heard, but I heard they're giving out like scholarships if you take the COVID test.
Yeah, I heard that too.
The COVID test or the vaccination?
The vaccine.
The vaccination.
Oh.
CUNYs, SUNYs. But I thought SUNYs was free.
Nah.
That's a flex.
No school is free, bro.
No, they free, bro.
Nah.
I'm telling you, if you
Since
live
when?
in New York City since like a year or two ago, am I bugging? If you live in New
I
York
did
City,
see like a thing, but I don't know if it like really went through. I'm not sure.
I
if it
think
did.
it went through, bro. Where if you live in New York City, you get to go to a CUNY for free now. I don't know about SUNYs. I think all CUNYs, I don't know. Whatever. You got to stay in New York 2 years after your degree or something like that. I don't know if it ever went through, but I thought some people did it already. Whatever.
I don't know. I never heard anything after the first announcement.
I'll check it out. I think it's still good.
But in general, that worries me. Like, what's it about the vaccine? Like a whole scholarship?
They want everybody to get out there, man. Get this money.
It's a bit crazy to me.
It's a lot. And then even in New York, it's, all of the places that you can now go to for free. So I think it was like the aquarium was up there, different museums that you can visit for free.
Coney Island Aquarium?
Huh?
Coney Island Aquarium? Yo, bro, they need to pay people to go there. Forget about free. That's one of the worst aquariums I've ever been to in my whole entire life. The place is literally, you can see it in 5 minutes. I don't know why they charge people for this. It's crazy, insane.
Pay me to go visit. Yeah, I don't think I've been to Coney Island Aquarium.
Don't go there, bro.
I don't think so. I don't think so. That's hilarious, though. But speaking of HBCUs, so Howard has renamed their College of Fine Arts after the late Chadwick Boseman. And the phenomenal Felicia Rashad will be the dean of that college. So, to say that you graduated.
You said Howard, right?
Yes.
How to work in college? Because yeah. But do you get to like just roll up on your dean? Like how that work?
So I think it depends on your university structure, right? Like sometimes not roll up on her, but make an appointment to speak with her. I'm pretty sure it's going to be different when you have such a distinguished person as this as your dean. So I'm pretty sure it'll be a little harder to be like, hey, I wanted to just chat with you over lunch. But ideally at a university, like at my school, yeah, I could just walk in and be like, I need to make an appointment to speak with my dean.
Wow, that's really dope.
She's perfect for that.
Absolutely.
It seems like it, right?
Absolutely.
It feels like a role she already played. That's weird. It's like I'm seeing like a weird, like, what movie was that she was doing that?
Her real life, starring herself.
You probably just seeing the Huxtable like thing type vibe, and
starring herself.
That's her. That's a dean. Everything she did on the show.
Facts. The BET Award nominations are in. Do we care about
BET Awards? Like it's happening still?
Yes, June. Airing live. I believe it's the last Sunday in June.
I'm doing my best, if I may be honest, to care about more stuff Black people do. Just because I feel like sometimes we give each other.
And because you're Black.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So I'm doing my best. I want it to be better, so I'm gonna do my best to support it. I've been supporting Black teams, Black coaches now. I'm on a new leaf. But so hopefully, do you have them? Can you talk about them? Is Kirk Franklin on there?
I did not see the full list, so I cannot confirm nor deny if Kirk is there.
Is Maverick City? I'm sorry.
Maverick City probably gonna get everything.
Is Maverick City on there?
I'm not doing this.
Maverick City Black?
Yo, they are mostly Black.
That's crazy. I haven't really gotten I've watched a couple videos, but I don't know like the structure of it. I thought it was more like a Hillsong type joint. They could have fooled me.
I'll forward you a thing. Like, nah.
Okay.
They're cultured, man.
That's what's up.
We'll get into that more because Tara seems like she's holding something. I don't
No,
know.
I'm looking it up now so I can confirm whether or not.
Maverick
Okay,
City. They just posted a billboard
no.
thing, and there's like what?
I know. I like it. I
Bobby
saw it in the
Jones.
city, right?
Excuse me. Well,
Excuse
can
me.
y'all? Excuse me.
You're
The
excused.
Bobby Jones Best Gospel / Inspirational Award. The nominations are.
That's his. He is the representation of gospel
Jeremy Jacob.
gospel music on BET.
Jeremy Jacob.
So it's his award.
Jeremy
If I
Jacob.
got it, it would say Bobby Jones gave me this through
Yeah.
BET.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Not
Yo, he was
interested.
a legend.
Can I
He
get
was a
the
legend.
nominations,
Who was on the
please?
TV for longer than Bobby Jones? Huh? Come on, tell me. Go ahead. Steve Harvey,
B-
maybe. Sorry, Tara.
It's fine. The nominees are BB Winans for In Jesus' Name, CeCe
What are we
Winans.
talking about? What song? What BB Winans song came out?
Let me finish. CeCe Winans, Never Lost. Her, Hold Us Together. Kirk Franklin, Strong God. Marvin Sapp, Thank You for It All. And Tamala Mann, Touch From You.
Yo, what? I really don't listen to gospel music like that, man.
Yeah, it's got to be crazy
I
because I
think
never
the
heard none
only
of these
song
songs.
I heard.
With her?
I heard the her joint.
Yeah,
And she's
it
not
was
even-
the her joint. And she's not even.
See, I was just joking, but Kirk Franklin dropped something this year,
Strong
and Donnie
guy.
Wife
Oh,
dropped
what?
something this year too.
Strong guy.
What was her song? CC.
What?
What was CC's song?
I don't know. I have to scroll
All right,
back up.
sorry. No, it's all good. Don't
It's
scroll.
fine. It's fine.
I'm not even trying to be funny. I never heard these songs, man. I got to listen more
All right.
to.
Okay. Nominees for Best Movie.
Okay.
Coming to America.
Hmm. No, I'm saying that wasn't even. I'm listening.
All right.
I liked Coming to America. All right.
Ooh, okay, sorry. Coming to America. Judas and the Black Messiah.
That was a good one.
Ma Rainey's Black Bottom.
Oh, I didn't see that. They
What?
just grabbed all the black movies ever.
I know, but it's the title that kills me every time. Like, what?
I read that book. I read that book in high school.
One Night in Miami, Soul, and the United States versus Billie Holiday.
I liked Soul,
Okay.
and I liked the
I like
Black
One Night in Miami. And,
Chadwick Boseman. I did not like One Night in Miami. One Night in Miami, son.
You know, like one mic.
I didn't like
All I
One
need
Night
is
in
one
Miami.
mic
One Night in
in
Miami.
I liked it, man. I thought it was
I
cool.
don't like stuff when it be like, this what could have happened if it would have happened. Like it's dog. You got
Because
nothing
then
to
it
talk
should have happened and it could have happened.
Yeah, I feel like it should be way more far-fetched if it's gonna be fake. Like, you know
Gotcha.
what I'm saying? And like, I don't like fake stuff that could have been real, but because then you got people running around talking about, because when they was chilling, they was talking dog. That's not real, man. So like,
Got
it's
it.
not. I don't know. It seems a little misleading.
Got it. And we'll just do this last group. Best group. So 21 Savage and Metro Boomin, Chloe and Halle, Chris Brown and Young Thug, City Girls, Migos, and Silk Sonic. So my vote is either for Silk Sonic or Chloe and Halle because they are incredibly talented. But it's BET, so I'm pretty sure that like
It's just so crazy to me because honestly, Silk Sonic dropped one song, right?
Yeah.
How was
there's
it?
an album that's coming, right? No.
But it didn't
Yeah.
drop yet though. Like, and the one song they dropped was like 2 weeks ago. So that's all it took to be the best in the
I mean,
BET. That's
yo,
what I'm saying. Like,
that joint is being
Killing.
played.
nah, it's
Played.
chilling, but it's
But
just not.
the issue is like, people gonna be like, yo, Bruno ain't black. That's fine, bro.
Oh, bro, yeah, they already talk about that though. Bruno really ain't black, but I don't really got a problem with it. Like, I feel like he supports black culture, and it's not like he's the way he described it. I was listening to it.
I don't think he's a vulture at all.
No, not at all. He said he just grew up on it. Like, we was out there dancing. I just loved everything. This is the people I idolized and I grew up with. So I was just doing what I saw. It wasn't like I want to be black type thing. It was like, I just loved it.
He's Spanish, right?
Yeah, he's Spanish or something like that. He was a performer. He used to perform Elvis at 3 years old and stuff
I
like
think
that.
we gotta like stop with the whole Spanish ain't black, like go hard thing.
I'm not gonna go that far, but I will say,
I'm just saying with the go hard for it.
you with the go hard, right, with the
That's
go
all.
hard.
Not-
That's all.
it's for sure. We
Right.
are not the same.
I wouldn't
But-
cut it out completely,
but
but
to
Yeah.
go hard, like
Nah, we gotta chill. But but only when I feel like, because it's funny though, because there are a large majority of Spanish people
that
who
don't
don't really.
wanna-
They don't. Not only do they not want to be associated with black people, they don't even really like black people like that, right?
Mhm.
So it runs deep. So that's why I'm saying I wouldn't go that far, just because it's not like they want to be included and
It's
we're
not
denying
one-sided,
them.
gotcha.
Yeah, we're not denying them any type of. They just don't really. Nah. But the colorism is it spans all ethnicities.
It's a
so
thing.
yeah, so it's really a thing. So I get it. Yeah,
um
You gotta keep
Speaking-
that same energy in the corner stores.
absolutely.
Speaking of music, since we just went through all the nominations, if y'all were ever wondering why Quincy Jones never worked with Elvis Presley, he decided to tell y'all.
That's right. Yep, and it's true. Go ahead.
So, legendary music producer and songwriter Quincy Jones is not holding back. Clearly, he's 88 now, so he said he said what he
what
said.
he needs to say.
So he did an interview with the Hollywood Reporter, and he made a quick remark about Presley, explaining why he chose not to work with him. So the quote says, "No, I wouldn't work with him." Jones said, "I was writing for orchestra leader Tommy Dorsey, oh God, back in the 50s. And Elvis came in and Tommy said, I don't want to play with him. He was a racist mother. Shut your mouth." And I'm going to shut up now. And every time I saw Elvis, he was being coached by Don't Be Cruel songwriter Otis Blackwell, telling him how to sing. So it was like, there was the no, I'm not going to work with him because he is a racist mother, shut your mouth. And then there was the slight shade jab of, but he was being coached by us on his style and how to sing.
He just wasn't that good. He stole a whole, I don't know. I'm not going to get too deep with this, but Elvis definitely did steal like a lot of like culture, and they accepted it from him because he was a white man. But for other people should have went a little further, but they only accepted it from Elvis with the hoo, like, you know what I'm saying, trying to steal our drink and all that. Yeah, so it's
Please
a
don't do
long
that ever
story.
again.
Yeah, nah, that was black. It
It's
was
the
black.
straight face for me.
What
It's
in
the
this
straight-
country wasn't built by black people except for the country? Come on, all right? Go ahead.
Okay. Into some trending news. So y'all know me, I'm always on Twitter, always trying to figure out what's going on. So 3 things caught my eye in recent weeks and also this week. First things first. So Usher said that there's a Confession sequel album coming soon. And while I'm excited because Confessions is a solid body of work from beginning to end, I'm a little nervous. I don't know if we need to do an addition to it. I think we might
You
want
want to know what he's going to confess about, right?
not on. Oof.
All right.
Sorry, because I thought about what he could confess about, but
There's a lot of things that happened that were with Usher that we just kind of just swept under the rug, and I'm I don't know what happened, but I know one day we was talking about, next day we wasn't, and then he just kind of reappeared, like, "Hey, what's up, y'all?" He was like, "What's up, Usher?"
Agreed, and I know he has his residency coming up in Vegas, which I know will be super dope.
Oh, nice.
If anything, I want him to confess why he permed his hair.
We were doing so well on this show.
That's about it.
Well,
wasn't we? Ooh.
So like I was saying, my concern.
That's my concern.
That's my concern.
It's not gonna be. It can't compete. And the song he's been putting out lately are whack.
That's what I'm saying. I'm concerned. So I just feel like it would be
not.
better, in my opinion, if it was just like a new album, a new project, whatever, versus you saying like, oh, it's the sequel album to Confessions. Like, I'd rather not. And if JD ain't on it, then I really don't want to hear it.
Oh boy.
Yeah, it's when I think you reach an age in the industry like where it's kind of like in that, like, you should probably stop. I get it, you still love it, whatever, but I think there's a timestamp for like some certain artists. Like, you just don't have it anymore. Like the lyrics, like, we don't care about what you're saying right now.
Yeah.
Because like we liked what you were saying when we were younger.
Right.
Now we're older. We don't really want to hear you talk about the same stuff, and we don't want to hear you try to be cool either. So it's a weird space.
It is
for artists. So
I think sometimes it's okay to just help people, like like maybe just be write songs
just
for
like
people and like get money and like
owner. It's fine.
hop
like,
on features and stuff.
Jay-Z his time was done.
That's what I was about to say because I wanted to say Jay when you was talking about that, but I just feel like he's a whole different animal. Like Jay-Z,
I mean,
like
what
whenever
he did on the Khaled and
that verse is
Khaled
killing.
song,
That verse is
Nas,
killing.
but I'm listening to Nas and I'm like, no, you got to retire.
you got LeBron James and you got the rest of the league, right? You know what I'm saying?
Now you got LeBron and you got the rest of the
His last
league.
album is pretty good though.
Who, Nas?
Yeah, I think it had some some.
It has
cool
some
joints.
good songs. Yeah, I like
Spicy.
Spicy goes hard in the gym.
I think it has some good songs. I think that's the first album I actually understood what he was talking about.
Oh,
Because I usually don't dig whatever stuff like that, but
it has some joints on there.
Yeah, just a couple. I mean, the other joints, I think it has no joints in it, so that's why this one is like. Right.
Yeah, he got a particular style. He got a particular style that I don't know, maybe it works for some people. It's more like speeches, like people that like Tupac like Nas. And people that like Martin Luther King probably like Nas too. Because it's more in the speechy vibe on wax, spoken word.
Okay. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So that was the first thing that caught my eye on Twitter. The second, Issa Rae had to clap back at a fan. And when I tell you this thing was trending for like at least 2 days. So a person by the name of @Paradise Paris decided to provide, I guess, an unsolicited opinion. Like it literally came out of nowhere. Like I think this might have been maybe a day or two after her new Vanity Fair cover dropped, something. But I remember it being a day that like everyone was wondering, like, why are we talking about Issa Rae today? Like, we're confused. Did she announce something? Whatever. So this Twitter user said, end quote, Issa Rae is not an attractive woman to me, and that is okay. Every Black person ain't attractive. Also, she would never know who I am. And even if she did, it doesn't matter because I don't want to F her or be hired by her.
Yeah, so my thing is, let me just start right here, right? Let me start right here. For first of all, this is I know it's might be like a not popular opinion, but why do we care what Paradise P says, right? And so here's my thing. Paradise probably doesn't really live in paradise. They probably live in a basement somewhere, and they probably like no shot to anybody that uses phones from Family Dollar. But they probably was typing this whole conversation on a phone from Family Dollar, where barely enough service, and life looks like shambles. Shambles. Yeah. Oh yeah. Life is probably horrible, right? So they got read their rights, I'm sure, and they were trending. But then it just goes back to the point of like, yo, dog, why do we care about what Paradise P says? Like, who is this guy?
This was a fine moment of like you tweet something and you think nobody's gonna see it.
Nobody's gonna see it.
And then it just builds up traffic. And then Issa Rae sees it and she decides to respond.
Well, what the Black Queen Issa Rae say?
She retweets the tweet and she also pulls a picture of the person. And she goes, okay, comma, but we look the same. The F. And if I'm going to show y'all if y'all see the picture of the girl, you'll be like, they do. Like, they look like they can be like distant cousins. So it was almost like, okay. But this is a fine example of just people being real tough with the keyboard, right? Behind the screen.
Twitter fingers turn to Twitter. Oh, I keep saying it wrong. Well, that's okay because he got violated that battle, so I don't really want to talk about that one. I haven't been a Meek Mill fan as of lately, though. I don't know what's going on. Meek Mill fan. He's
been dropping the ball.
He's been doing some interesting, questionable things lately. So I don't know what's going on with prayers up for Meek Mill.
And then the last thing that kind of had me like, I don't know if you guys heard about the new reports about the origin of COVID-19, but it's like becoming worse. So there are reports that this all could have started in a lab.
Reports? That's true. Go ahead, but continue.
No. So this week, news broke that 3 researchers from China's Wuhan Institute of Virology were hospitalized in November 2019 with coronavirus-like symptoms. That info was uncovered by the Wall Street Journal this week, and it was found in a previously undisclosed U.S. intel report. Now, China has repeatedly denied allegations that the virus came from a lab and called the latest report completely untrue. But scientists and governments from around the world want a more in-depth investigation, saying that the lab theories, in quotes, were not given balanced consideration. Dr. Fauci, who dismissed the theory last year, also now says he's not convinced that the virus developed naturally, and is facing questions on his institute's role in funding the lab. Biden is giving the U.S. Intel community 90 days to provide a report digging into the virus's origin. I'm going to say that if this comes back, that somebody was mixing and mastering in the lab. Oh, baby. Like, y'all had us up in this house. Woo, I'll be hot.
Yeah, it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy. And they're gonna be financially probably responsible for a lot of these things too. They're gonna be able to hold them financially responsible, some way, somehow. So yeah, this could be interesting.
I mean, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised, honestly.
Yeah, I believe it's true.
We watch so much movies. Like, movies tell us what's possible
all the time. The time.
What is it? The Simpsons tell us.
It's The Simpsons.
The Simpsons.
Nope. And then last but not least, a couple of honorable mentions. Shout out to Drake. He was awarded Billboard's Artist of the Decade, and my personal opinion, I think he was worthy of it. For the last
listen, nobody. Whoa.
I have no
photo shoot yesterday.
Oh, please.
And Drake came up on the playlist, and I was like, this nigga nice, man. He's
nice, bro.
Man.
He's nice, bro. Him and his writers, they get the job done, bro.
He's
and understand the assignment.
Yeah, and it has not been an artist like him for a really, really long time, yo. He really deserves it.
It's a fact.
Yeah.
He had a son up there too.
His son did not understand the assignment. He did not want to be up there. He wanted to be
shout out to Pusha T for helping Drake not be my dad. I feel like when he put him on the spot, he made him be a good father, and that's what he needed. So I'm grateful.
That also was trending right after the awards. Right after he received that award, Pusha T was trending, and I was like, "Why?" And I clicked on it, and I saw they were like, "Shout out to him for bullying Drake into being a dad."
Absolutely. Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
And then shout out to a woman by the name of Kristen Clark. She is the first woman to lead the Civil Rights Division of the Department of Justice. She will now oversee the federal discrimination laws of the division as an assistant to the U.S. Attorney General. So we're getting in places. And yeah, so before I turn it over to the positive note, have y'all been watching the playoffs?
What?
Oh,
have y'all been watching the playoffs? I am. Listen, yeah, I'm just gonna say yeah. It's been interesting.
Who you going for? Who you or right now?
All right, well, sorry. I'm well, this is interesting, right? So over the years, I have become I won't say one of the biggest, because there's some pretty crazy fanatics out there, right? But I've become a huge LeBron James fan, right?
So fanatic would be Marsha. Shout out to Marsha.
Right. Shout out to Marsha, right? Basketball Unfiltered. I really respect everything he represents, right? Gotcha. But it kind of, in a weird way, it kind of reminds me, like, of myself, someone who has been doing one thing for a really, really long time. And they're still, like, you still see hope in them. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, you wouldn't be surprised if LeBron James won the championship this year. It would be like, it's LeBron James. You know what I'm saying? And I love everything he represents. He went to so many different teams and still did what he had to do. And he's still playing at, like, he's the best player, arguably the best player in the world in season 18. He's been playing basketball for longer than some people have been alive.
Season 18, you said?
Yeah, I think it's 18.
Wow.
Yeah. So think about that, right? 18 years ago, LeBron James came into the league, and he has been number one since then. That's unheard of. It's Drake-ish. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I'm a huge LeBron James fan, but I cannot front. There's something really dope about what the Knicks are doing right now. They didn't have to break the. I'm Brooklyn till I die, but I wasn't really feeling the moves that Brooklyn did when they brought in all these superstars. I just kind of thought it was a cop out, and which was interesting because I loved the move that LeBron made with Wade and Bosh. But this time around, I just wasn't feeling it. Maybe just because I'm not a fan of either of those players or their attitudes and stuff like that. But Brooklyn is okay. They're probably gonna run through the East and go against someone in the West and possibly win a championship too. But I love what the Knicks is doing. It's nothing like New York Knicks basketball. I feel like MSG is the best stadium, especially Italy.
I disagree.
Whoa!
That MSG is not the best.
No,
stadium?
just nothing like the Knicks. Nothing like that.
Oh, it's not. No. Listen, when the Knicks are doing great, it's better for the league, bro. Everybody loves New York Knicks basketball, bro.
Right.
The crowds are
But you're talking about 2 times over 50 years, like in the like.
But we talking about this. We talking about this playoffs. We just talking about this
now.
one. Right now. I'm not talking about
Right now, it's. I appreciate the fans being able to be hype about something that's regular, and it's not a star, it's not a whatever, it's a movement. So that's the only thing.
That's what I'm saying. They working, bro.
To me, it's like, come on, the Knicks have disappointed the Knicks fans so many times, time and time again.
It's a new year.
I don't believe that for the Knicks. I'm sorry, I'm not.
No, you got to believe it because they're already in the playoffs. So even if they lose, right? This was a great season.
At least we made the playoffs, bro. I can't.
Come on, dog. They're supposed to win the championship this year. They haven't been in the playoffs for 20 years.
Never been a fan.
I'm loving
when Brooklyn came. I'm like, all right, cool. Like, I'll support Brooklyn because I'm Brooklyn. I mean, I don't like all the moves they're making and whatever. I actually wanted Kyrie to do more. I feel like he's in a weird like if you put up 20 points or 16, I'm like, you're better than that. Yeah. I want you to go crazy, and I feel like he's not going as crazy as he can.
Because you can't. It's It's how. It's only one basketball, bro. Somebody got to score.
Nah, but he be. I mean, he's playing his position, but it's like I also want him to be like, all right, let me Iverson it real quick.
Yeah,
he can.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
We'll see what happens when it's necessary.
But as far as I'm not watching it that much. I haven't been home. Been working, getting my last late nights outside in. You know, the baby come and stuff like that. So I've been working a lot. So I haven't been watching too much, but. You know what's
been helping me? The ESPN app and just plugging it up and letting it run while I'm driving to something. And I got Bleacher Report. It's the best app in the world. So,
yeah, the highlights is always.
Mark said he is always.
I'm locked in, brother. I got to be locked because this is all I do, right? So I don't watch any of those other silly shows. I don't watch what's the new joint with where they tell you a day in the life of what is it? Pros? Is it called Pros? Or whatever. So. I don't watch any of the Netflix, the documentaries, the too much of anything. So ESPN is my only source of entertainment for the most part. So I'm locked in, bro. I'm locked in.
Got it. Okay. Well.
Yeah.
Those are your church announcements.
Mm-hmm.
Mark, Bishop-elect. I know you have a positive note brewing.
You know what? I do. And this one has been in my Ita Kosha Bahalamala for a little bit. Around my, I'm gonna get serious, but this is a good one. I feel like this is a good one. Around my birthday, I wasn't feeling too great, right? Because let me talk about it because I feel like this is gonna help somebody. You get far in life. So when you're younger, like you're like, yo, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. Everything's gonna be, you know what I'm saying? And you turn around, and not that you haven't had. I'm talking about it's a personal level. Not that I haven't had a really exciting life and got a lot of things done that I wanted to get done. But there's still so much more. Like my list is like, it wasn't like an average list. I feel like I got a lot of things I want to do in life. And there were certain things around like, especially 35, because 33 the popping year, right? So you like, oh, so Jesus, yeah, I'm just going to go on I'm going to get crucified. I'm going to rise again, right? So you get to 35 and it's like, oh, shoot, like, whoa, this is crazy. So, I rose again, right? but I'm still out here. I feel like with the disciples, something got to give, right? 35 was really it's a really, especially after last year. There's just so many different things that happened. I think I put a post where I was like, I know a lot of people lost things from last year. I feel like they lost a lot of time, mostly too, because they had so many dreams and aspirations. Like picture me, like if you may for a second, bald head and bearded. Imagine yourself bald head and bearded for a minute.
Got it.
I had just released Holy Smoke, and then here comes Corona, right? And it's like, well, you could put your new resurgence on hold because I have this for you. Lost all those church gigs. Shout out to those churches too. Just want to tell you that. Shout out to y'all. So I lost all those church gigs, and then life just kind of hit hard. So here we are, 35, right? And it's like, boom. I'm like, yo, I wanted to do so much more stuff, and I just really had to like just pause for a second and focus on everything that I did get done, right? And I really felt like God just said one thing to me. It's like, time is not on your side, but I am. And once you think like that, bro, I feel like it just really like it's just really, I needed it. I needed that moment. I needed the time where I'm like, what's going on? And then I needed that quote. I feel like the quote got me there because although time is not on my side, God is on my side. And I have nothing to worry about. I keep being consistent and things are going. Things are happening and I'm super grateful. I just want to encourage you that if you feel like, maybe because I think that's a normal feeling, natural feeling. Everybody has high hopes and desires and things that they want to do for themselves. And it's like, yo, maybe you expected yourself to be a little further at the time. I just want you to encourage you to just, I know the thoughts I have of you and thoughts of good and not of evil to bring you to an expected end. And you just got to wonder, what does God expect from you, or what does he expect your end to look like? Then focus on that. And if you know he loves you, focus on that and then work from where you are to where you're ultimately going to be because you got the faith to lead. All right. That's it. That's the positive note. My God.
Look at that. Wow. Bishop Elect, thank you.
No problem. So we're going to start with the offering on the left side of the stream. Everybody on the left side of the stream and everybody on the left side of the podcast, I want you to come on down this aisle and hand me some paper. Thank you.
I don't know. Is that me? I don't know how I look on your side. Is that me?
Yeah, I don't know either. So, but if we can start with the right now too. So if you were confused, just everybody come up. Yes, Lord.
You want me to close out?
Nah, I should close out. That was an awesome word.
You sound really churchy. What an awesome word.
What an awesome word.
But you know what it is? Real quick, I feel like,
when
you have the guest speaker and then somebody gets up and like, what an awesome word. I feel like the people who say that's an awesome word are the people who weren't listening. Because usually the people who are listening can recap it and they'll either reference whatever biblical story was. Once they get up and say, wow, what a powerful word. We're like, was it?
Was it?
Was it?
It was. It was. This was another episode of Second Service. We know it's been a minute, but we're here. We're still here. We're alive. Hope you guys are doing good. We love you guys.
Yep.
And outside is opening. Be safe.
Get out there.
Get out there if you can. Get some fresh air.